Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian, welcome back to Millennia. So let's go and end our turn. See the borders expanding there in Kyoto. And we're going to be playing through the Age of Renaissance. In today's episode, the last Japanese city is now hopefully ours, if there isn't any other cities available. Or any more out there, I should say. And yes, Japan, player 6, has been eliminated. So that was in fact their last city. And so if they had any remaining units, which we might have destroyed all the ones they had over here, then those would become barbarian units. They probably have some scouts or something out there. And so we might see a few extra barbarians that we need to wipe out. But Japan has now been eliminated. This all started with them destroying our chariot, declaring hostilities, attacking our chariot. And then they declared war. So it's really all their fault. Well, we can't go to their city. We have to go around it here. Yeah, they wanted to start the fight, and so they got themselves a fight. So we can go ahead and upgrade the scout to an explorer. Should probably go ahead and do that. I didn't realize we still had this scout here, but we'll go ahead and make sure we upgrade her so that they're a little bit better for the attack on the barbarian camp next turn. Now you'll see that the barbarian camps, when they're on the coast, they do spawn these barbarian canoes, I think is what they're called. And so those canoes will be all over the sea because there are a lot of camps that are on the coastline. Alright, so these guys are just exploring their territory, looking for, I guess we'll go up this way. Oh, there's nothing but mountains there. But we're looking for landmarks that we can run an expedition on over here before they're able to do it themselves. We're already doing an expedition here in the tropical rainforest. We unfortunately do not have any of the currencies, the warfare or the exploration XP, in order to increase our success chance, so we're just going to have to take the 30 arts experience by collecting rare flowers and herbs. Or explorers out there collecting flowers. We did get the art experience, so that's good. We can use the immigration. Yeah, I suppose we'll use that for that. But first, we have a social fabric point because we finished up that tech tree. Remember, every time we finish one of these, we do get a social fabric point. So we're going to go ahead and get another one by completing shipbuilding. We're just going to go through here and complete any one that only takes one turn. Yeah, we might even go all the way through the Age of Heroes and get all these too, because we need to get the insight if we want to go to the Age of Alchemy. We got to get this up to level 5. And it also gets us some reduced research. It's not significant, obviously, but it still helps. So the immigration, rather than using it in Gaul, like I did the last time, where, they have the lower population, it's easier to get those lower population. Well, I was going to say we should use it in Naples, but it looks like it's too late. They already hit the 10 population, so it's fine. We'll just use it in Gaul, even though I don't know if we want to increase their population because we don't have any food for them. Let's see, because remember, we need to get that midden. We'll move through all our stuff here because we'll see that there's going to be that reminder there. So we need to get the midden over here because Rome was having the sanitation issues, and it's still kind of a problem because they're not prioritizing it, so we might want to force them to. Yeah, let's go and force them to prioritize that. So we get the best growth rate. Even then it's 125%, so still a problem. Okay, so that's unfortunate, but we can increase the need satisfaction by getting this house changed up or upgraded. But first, I think we really need to do something for Gaul, because you see they're having some issues here. So we could go ahead and get the plantation. That does grant some food, but I think we should get a farm, guys. Yeah, let's just go and place a farm. Because remember, we're going to upgrade this town to a farming town. And so yeah, we'll start with that and just get a farm here. We can now get those clay pits as well. So that's an option. Those give production improvement points. The lack of clay, the fact that I never went for that tech and went so long to get it, is one reason why our improvement points have been a little bit lower. But it's always a trade-off. You're not getting something and you're getting something else instead. But we could have gotten a little bit sooner. Would have been helpful to have the extra improvement points. And I did forget to spend that immigration. Yeah, my bad, guys. We'll do that in the next turn. And you can see those barbarians just destroyed that Persian units here. So we got another chaos event. We do have the money to avoid the penalties here. But this is a increase for the culture upkeep cost per region, so it just would make it more difficult for us to get the culture points. So you can see some of them are, you know, not as bad. I mean, it's still something you don't want, obviously, but it's not the same as, you know, units spawning everywhere, or the problems that might be caused if you severely reduce the amount of food you're producing. But yeah, let's go and take out the barbarian camp. We don't need to watch this, but we almost won there. The walls are destroyed. The unit's at 9.36% health. Well, that's unfortunate. We had to do it one more time just for that. And on this unit, I guess we just want to put them on defense over here. Yeah, there's not really anything else to do now. I don't want to put our armies, you know, out there exploring. And then this guy will also just defend. These will be our southern armies. And there is one of those scouts that was Japan's. You can see it is now a barbarian scout. So that's what happens once the country's been destroyed. So our explorer is making his way down to the Great Barrier Reef, so we can start the exploration event there. The expedition, I should say. Do we have open borders with? Yeah, we have open borders with them. Okay, because I want to move through their territory here. Let's go this way. They're not at war, are they? Are they friendly? Let's just take a look. What's the relationship between them? They are, in fact, at war with each other. Okay, I saw this army here. I was wondering what they're doing. So the Aztecs are attacking the Persians, and yeah, this army might be able to take the city. We'll have to see. So yeah, they are rivals, as we expected. I think I said that in another video. That, you know, if we befriend one of them, then we're making enemies with the other one. So we just need to go ahead and expect that. And this is the third step for the tropical rainforest, which we're still sitting at 50%. I guess we'll go ahead and read this. The jungle teems with life, including several potentially deadly species. Yeah, we didn't read the last events. But yeah, we can't do this one because we don't have the warfare experience, and this would actually decrease the chance just to get us some wealth, so not worth it. This one also decreases the chance to get you exploration XP, so we don't want to do that. That'd put us at 40%. The last option is take the risk. This is a 70% chance that it'll be increased by 20%, so that'll get us up to 70%, but a 30% chance that you actually lose 20%, dropping us down to 30, in which case we probably lose this, will not succeed. Yeah, I was going to take the risk, and unfortunately it didn't show you, unless you saw it right before it closed. I didn't notice it, but it doesn't show you until you get to the next step. So since we finished up that tech tree, we now have another social fabric point, so we're going to put that into the insight again. Kind of sucks that we're going to invest this all into insight, but if we do want to go to Age of Alchemy, it's good to get it done. Get it done now. So this here got us the utility ships. Utility ships are the sea version of the bow hunter. You build them, and then you can send them out there in their work tiles without using your population, so you get you like fish and stuff. The galleys, this allows you to, you know, put your units out in the sea, not in the deep sea, just on the coastal areas, and this increases the speed of expanding into water tiles. So that would be helpful. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and knock out these ones as well. Get another social fabric point. And some of these are ones we actually want, particularly the spirituality, because this will allow us to get the spawn artists. So we can make ourselves some artists. They're useful to have. So yeah, we want to get those. Another use for our arts experience. We did not spend the immigration, so let's go ahead and do that. So another 7 turns before we'll be able to make use of it again. Spice merchants, we're saving up 125 here. And saving 85 for the government experience. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the plantation here. And then we'll also go ahead and upgrade the town, expand it here. So they'll start getting those adjacency bonuses for the farming towns, since we now have 2 farming improvements here. So that improves the food quite a bit. And then we'll probably want to go to get a mine here as well. And I think that's good for Gaul for now. Work on them a bit later. Obviously we have other improvements we could be getting, particularly in Naples and in Ravenna. Yeah, I don't know. We might go ahead and integrate Constantinople here in 2 turns, just so I can start constructing there and stuff, and get us up to the 5 cities. Which, if you look at how many everybody else has, everybody has 4 right now. So we want to go ahead and get a 5th one integrated. Make sure we're keeping up with the, our other rivals on the map. Alright, so we got another innovation event, Vassal Autonomy. The crown is strengthened by a strong and loyal set of lords and ladies. The vassals of Rome are allowed to expand and grow so long as they continue to swear to the monarchy. So this is an innovation event for our government. You know, as we've seen that there is special innovation events, unique ones for the national spirits. There's also ones for the government. And so this gives us a plus 10% vassal border expansion per turn and a 2.5% vassal population growth per turn. So pretty useful. And that'll apply for the entirety of the game. Even when we change governments, you still get to keep that. So those innovation events, again, just really helpful. Alright, so we can get wealth or knowledge. Let's get knowledge. And then it'll apply to the next attack that we get. We now have the ability to spawn artist. We'll have to take a look and see how expensive that is. And then with these ones, we'll get the horses next, because that will give you a +1 influence in all regions, so it's not a lot. But it does help. You can also get the cab units and 20 warfare experience. So go ahead and take that. And so yeah, let's go ahead and destroy this guy, get a little bit more warfare experience and experience for the hero as well. Well, we didn't destroy it, but we did some damage. Alright, do we have... yeah, I want to make sure we have enough to do both of these. Let's actually finish this one over here. The tropical rainforest. So the conclusion event, with only a 70% chance, that means we did get that plus 20% bonus there. But the treasures at the heart of this land await the intrepid explorers. Untold riches and fame are the rewards for the bold. So if we succeed, we get plus 100 exploration XP and 50 knowledge. And so pretty useful. But if you fail, it resets the expedition and destroys the explorer. And we failed. Of course we did. 70% chance. Wow. Okay. So that's unfortunate. It means we'll have to do it again. It's a let's play, guys. It's always going to go the worst way it can go. Alright, so Gaul has finished up the construction of that crane, so increasing our improvement points. Excellent. We could go ahead and get the lookout, because we actually do need this now. However, I think we should just wait, because we're going to get a tech soon that allows us to get those other towers, so yeah, it makes sense to wait. Those would take more to construct, though, more turns. But it's still better to get those straight up than to upgrade it. Upgrading is cheaper, though. Should note that. Than it would normally be to construct it. Yeah, we'll just wait to get it. So maybe the Hall of Heroes for more knowledge and exploration XP. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get, guys. They do have the housing need now, so we're going to have to do something about that. Naples is alright on housing. Ravenna needs more sanitation. Okay, so everybody's kind of got some need issues. Let's actually just finish up Rome here, guys, by getting the house upgraded so they grow as fast as possible, and then we'll focus on other locations. In fact, we do have the improvement points to get some housing, so we could do that here in Gaul. Probably just want to do it in this location here, or you could do this here because there's no yeah, I guess there's no farming improvement that you can construct here, and so might as well get the adjacency bonus from having the house next to the town. Still gives you the extra wealth. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we actually can't construct the house. It's 21 improvement points. Could do the lodge instead, though. That'll give you 15 housing, but would cause the increased unrest. But I don't think that's going to be much of an issue for us, guys. Although right now it would be. You'd have to, if you did this, you would have to get another, either another building or another city guard. So probably don't want to do that right now. We'll just wait and get the house in here. Trying to make sure Gaul is growing. But you can see how our improvement points are now being kind of stretched out between all our different locations. We might have been able to integrate Constantinople last turn. I'm not sure if that was last turn or this turn. I think it was last turn. But yeah, we can do it now. And I think we will. Let's go ahead and integrate them, guys. Just get it done. That's going to be the last one we're going to integrate for a little while. We'll just be focusing on our vassals for now, since we are with the feudal monarchy, so it makes sense to make use of those bonuses as much as possible. And so yeah, we'll have to get some stuff for them, but we're still working on Gaul, so let's focus on them. Actually go back over to them now and get that house constructed. Let's take care of that. And we got a lot of things that are finished constructing, so we'll get all those doing something else. Let's move all our units first. And go ahead and do the Oh man, did we not do that this turn? Yeah, we didn't do it this last turn. That's okay. So this is the first phase of the Great Barrier Reef expedition. The reef stretches for miles and teems with aquatic wildlife. A natural treasure like this demands thorough exploration. Alright, so this time we might want to actually start with one of the bonuses here. So if we pay the engineering experience, we get a 10%, but I think we would rather pay the 30 and get the 20%. Because we'll still have enough exploration XP, and we're earning a good amount to continue doing this. And then these explorers, we'll just keep on going, just looking for expeditions. There's got to be some out here. Could be anywhere. So let's keep looking around, seeing if we can't find them. Well, this guy goes around this way. We could spread that one out, because there might not be any barbarians. Yeah, I guess we could spread these two units out. If I have one go down the middle. Yeah, I think we might do that. Just so we can explore a little faster. Because I'd like to find them before these two countries get to the age of Renaissance. So we do finish up our technology here. And so now we got one more left to get, and this is construction that unlocks the stone towers, stone walls, the catapults, and then this ship here. Did we upgrade all of our units? Let me just kind of double check with all our armies here. Make sure there's no upgrades that we need to do that we couldn't do before because we didn't have the warfare experience, because we do actually have some excess warfare experience. Keeping that around wouldn't be bad either in order to use it for these expeditions. We've seen that those can be useful in those. We got the Privy Council constructed. Excellent. So let's go ahead and could do the Oracle from our arts, experience, and culture. Could just continue focusing on the knowledge. Could get the throne room as well. That's 13 turns though. It'll take a little while. I think we should get the granary just because it's going to take 4 turns, and they could use the food so they grow a little bit faster. And we've seen our improvement points being all stretched out, so getting something that would, help with the need satisfaction in these cities would be a good thing. So we got the bathhouse here in Naples. So once they grow in 1 turn, we have something satisfying their sanitation. How are they doing on the unrest? They're good because we have the 2 units there. Could get the granary here as well for the food, and maybe we should just focus on getting those. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get that here as well. And then in Constantinople, let's go ahead and get them. So now it's the guard reserve, and so that might not work because it's going to take 18 turns. So we can't get the city guard. Now you could just pay for it, but that's 1,100. But yeah, the unrest is going to go up quite rapidly. And so now it might be better to go after buildings for that. But you'll see that we don't have access to that building because we don't have a high enough region level. So if we looked at the watch, it requires region level 2. And so that's not even an option. I don't think we have access to any buildings here. The Parthenon would, but still 18 turns. The same as the guard reserve. Might be better to instead upgrade one of these. 22.5 warfare experience. And we'll see that the unrest suppression goes from 8 to 12. And so we can now move this guy out over to Constantinople. That's probably the better way to do that. Yeah. And then here in Constantinople, we can construct something else. So we don't need to get the guard reserve. Instead, we'll get the work camps so we can get some production here. Can we rush it out? No, we're going to rush the culture. Yeah, we'll save it for that. But we could get them something here. They do have the lowest efficiency. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. We'll go ahead and get the plantation here. And get them a little bit of food here. Enough to get the 200% modifier. Alright, so is there anything we need to get before I end the turn? Rush the culture, that's right. So let's go ahead and get the town constructed in Constantinople. So we already know where we want that. That's going to be right here. That does construct a road between these two. And so that's really nice. Allows us to get back and forth here. We'd like a road that goes from Naples to Constantinople as well. And then a road that goes between Gaul and Constantinople. So something to consider when it comes to the towns, as you do want to make sure you're getting those roads. It's not just about adjacency bonuses. I like roads to go across all my my empire so I can easily, maneuver around, get my units where I need them. And there is no ability to construct roads in the game. That's the only way to do it, is towns and the outposts. You do have the outposts as well. This scout's trying to get away from us. I'm going to chase it down. So keep on sending this unit over here. And we're going to continue the expedition of the Great Barrier Reef. The reef's corals are easy to damage if the expedition is careless. Steps must be taken to preserve the fragile formations. So we're already at 70% here, but the only options that we can take are actually going to reduce it, unfortunately, because we don't have the exploration XP to do this one. Okay, so we can either get more exploration XP or get arts XP. I think the arts XP is a little bit more useful for us right now, so we want to get that. We also have another social fabric point since we finished up that part of the tech tree. So we already almost have all of the insight that we need. We just need one more. And we do have one more tech tree that we could finish up, but this one would take a while. So we're not going to get any of these right now, guys. I mean, if we really need something, we'll get it. Like perhaps the feudalism, because there's actually some really good stuff here. And when you start going into this one, these take a lot longer. But organized religion, pretty much useless for us because we didn't go with religion. We don't really need the dry compass at the moment. Workshop's nice, but again, don't really actually need it. So we'll get the feudalism, but that's it. Then we're going to move into Age of Renaissance decks. I'd like to start working on those. So we have some improvement points. Rome, you can see, is still having the sanitation issue, but we're going to focus on getting those buildings constructed. That comes with one of the Age of Renaissance techs. Because yeah, I feel like 2 middens, that's enough, man. I don't want to put any more here at the moment. Especially when we have so many other needs that aren't being satisfied in other locations. So Naples needs more food. And Ravenna has the lowest efficiency for their needs, so we should probably help them out. I think they need a midden. I think that's their problem. They don't have one yet. And that population keeps increasing, so yeah, we're going to get a midden constructed. And as for where we're going to put it, maybe over here. It's kind of distant, off on its lonesome. So yeah, we'll put it over there. So let's get, do we have enough points? We actually have just enough points for this. So that'll help them get their need efficiency up. And then we're going to split these guys up. Probably don't need to go, yeah, probably we should have went this way instead. Well, this one's going to go over here. And start exploring in this area. And then we're just kind of following the roads here. There we go. We found one. We found Mount Everest. So you can see the expedition's still available. So yeah, we're going to do Mount Everest. So got to make sure we're keeping that exploration XP up. So we can continue to do those. So just need to get that 125. We're at 98 currently. It seems there's a barbarian camp over here. They can be hard to see when they're in the forest. So yeah, let's go and move over there and get that taken care of. And then just keep on attacking this scout. Having difficulty to destroy it, but we almost have it. And we could have the army come over. Well, they couldn't because it's a desert. Okay. So might have some trouble catching up to that because of the desert. So we're going to go ahead and do the next phase here. This is phase 3. An enormous shark threatens the diving team as they attempt to map the edges of the Great Reef. The expedition needs a bigger boat. So of course that's a joke based on Jaws. 60% chance currently. We could spend warfare experience to capture a shark, get wealth, but yeah, we're not going to do that one. Can spend 30 exploration XP and have no effect, or you can go with this option, maybe get the 20%, maybe lose it. Hard to say. I think it's better to go with this than to spend 30 XP and not get anything. So let's go and do that. Let's just hope that it went our way. I could tack that barbarian unit there. They're on the hill though, so yeah, probably not the best way to go, and that's not our purpose with this unit. Not to fight barbarians, we're looking for expeditions and exploring and covering all the map so we can mess up the performance of the game. The more of the map you uncover, the worse the performance gets. What really affects it is just getting later in the game. And you see that with many of these type of 4X games, is that they have trouble in late game, and that is definitely the case with this one. You may hear my fan throughout these videos. I can hear it when I'm editing. You can hear the fan of the computer. And you know, I thought it was just me, but I've been talking to the other YouTubers and they've all been having similar experiences. Particularly in the late game, it just slows down. The frames per second just drops. It's pretty bad, and I noticed that certain ages make things even worse. So like the age of Ether will add the Ether trade good, or the Ether good I should say, all over the mountains. Like not every mountain, but most mountains will have the Ether good, and then you can build on those and take advantage of it. But yeah, it has like a little animation, kind of electrical animation. And I noticed that kind of makes things a bit slower. So if you go in that age, it'll slow things down a bit. But just overall, performance is a problem in the late game. I don't even play on the huge maps anymore because performance is so bad. It's a bit better on the large map, but still, it's a problem, guys. And almost every YouTuber I've talked to has reported that they've been having issues with it. I got a pretty decent computer, so it's not that. I definitely have all the, not just the minimum requirements, but the recommended requirements that they have on Steam, and yet still having the performance issues in the late game. So that's one thing I would caution about this game. Now I do have all the graphics settings on maximum, but I mean this isn't like the most pretty game or anything. It's not the most intensive graphically. I think it's more like the calculations under the hood causing issues, all the things that are happening. I don't know, but performance is definitely a problem that they need to work on. So I would caution people, since the game's been coming out in less than a week, so some of you guys are looking at purchasing it. So this is something that you should be aware of, although if you play strategy games, then you're probably expecting it, because it's so often a problem in this genre. You wouldn't expect it, considering the fact they're not always the prettiest games, but yeah, strategy games often can be kind of intensive on your PC. So this is the first part of the Mount Everest expedition. The first climbers to reach the top will be remembered forever. The question is how best to approach the ascent. So we can just get the exploration XP, or we can increase the success chance as we've seen before. I'm going to go ahead and spend the wealth because it's so plentiful just to get the 10%. So we'll go with that. And we have wealth, but we have the chaos event coming soon, so we won't spend it. Yeah, we'll wait to spend it, because I don't remember how much we need. We should have, I mean, you guys probably know. You can always rewind back as well. But I should have noted how much we would have gotten from that innovation event, and then we'd know how much we need to pay. We do have improvement points. So as of right now, Ravenna is still the lowest when it comes to efficiency. They're pretty good, but more significantly, they have a ton of population just working grassland. So we could actually send one here to the midden. I don't know why they don't prioritize the midden more. So we're going to lock one into that. That'll help get the need efficiency up some. Just make use of that population a little bit better. But then I think we should improve the food situation as well. So we're going to go ahead and get the mill to turn that wheat into flour. We'll place it. Let's see where we're going to put this here. Right here. And so that'll help produce more of the food. It's 165%, and we will need to get another farm. We'll get one right here, since this is, did we make this? No, this is a mining town, so this is our farming town. Unfortunately, we can't construct the farms in either of these two locations, but we can construct it here. That'd still give us the wealth adjacency bonus. That's what we'll do. We don't have enough though. We need 2 more points, so we'll have to wait till next turn. Don't want to spend any money, so let's go ahead and return. We just got, as you see, from all those big green buttons. I'll talk about that in a minute. It's interesting we get to watch this war happening in real time. And keep them moving here. But you saw those big green buttons there. Well, they didn't leave. What happened there? So we got them destroyed finally. These are so easy to click on accident and upgrade something that you don't want to. So I don't really like the way they did it. But you can see we can now upgrade all of our farms and plantations. And that does cost improvement points. And it can be kind of expensive, so it's not something you can just do right away everywhere. So you can see this would cost us 16 points to upgrade the farm to the cloud farm. But it does get us a lot more wheat. So currently we're getting 2 wheat. This is going to get us 4 wheat, so it's going to double it. So very effective, but we have a lot of locations to upgrade, so something that's going to take time. And then you also have to consider the plantations. Would you rather prefer to upgrade plantations instead of the farms? So something that's going to take us time to do, guys. But we basically are better able to utilize our population. So we're going to do the next expedition here. The Great Barrier Reef still holds secrets, but the expedition has made progress in mapping its edges. So we have an 80% chance, so we did get that plus 20%, so that's good. This is a higher chance than last time, so hopefully we're successful. This time we'll get arts experience rather than the exploration XP. But we'll also get that plus 50 culture. And we were successful. All right, excellent. And so this levels them up as well. This gives them experience to make them, better in combat, if we were to use them for that. Yeah, just keep on exploring with that unit. And then this guy, do we want to go towards, yeah, we'll kind of just sweep across the middle here. I don't want to miss anything. You never know what we might find. Could be an expedition anywhere around here. Though probably not without the mountains or the jungles. Could be something here, I suppose. Alright, so we're also doing the Mount Everest one. This is the Phase 2. Ice, snow, and fierce winds howl down from the summit, blasting the weary climbing team. The weather puts the entire expedition at risk. Currently at 60%. Could just pray for safety, get arts experience. Could pay the 30 exploration and increase the success chance by 10%, or go with this option again. Let's not risk it. Let's go with this option, get us up to 70%. Alright, so we did finish up our tech here, as we've seen. And so we're done for now with the Age of Kings. We'll come back to it later, because if you look at it, it's going to take a long time to research many of these. Now let's move over to these ones here. And there's a couple solid choices. We could do the machinery, which makes a lot of sense going for this because you can improve your mines. And the blast furnace, so you make those a little bit more useful. You'll be able to turn 2 copper iron into 2 ingots. So double the efficiency. You can also clear out forest. All kinds of good stuff there, guys. Or we could get the printing press. So that's great. But I think the public works might be the first thing we should get. So we can better manage sanitation using buildings rather than having to use all our improvement points for that. And if we do want to use improvement points, we could do it with the trash heap, and improve those, rather, upgrade them, rather than have to keep on building the middens, which just aren't very good. Get the poorhouse for the housing, lifting towers for more improvement points. So, I think this is just going to be better when it comes to the improvements. So let's go and work on that. We'll have a chaos event soon, so we're not going to spend any money. We do have the ability to get the wealthy one. This is the Send Treasure, special gift action, high wealth cost and large increase in diplomatic relations. That will be helpful once we're swimming in wealth, which eventually we will be. We're already earning 64 at the moment, so not bad at all. But yeah, we're going to save the points there, and we need go ahead and continue investing our improvement points. Might want to just upgrade stuff. I could upgrade this here, you get more meat and thus more culture. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll also get that farm that I talked about getting here. Or I suppose you don't even need to get the farm there because you could just upgrade this plantation here. Oh, this is rice, not wheat. Yes, it is wheat, like a turn ago. But yeah, we can just go and upgrade this instead. And that'll get us the 1 extra rice that we need. Make sure that we're getting the 2 flour here. And so now food is good in Ravenna, and their efficiency is really not too bad. But you still have all those population that's not doing anything. So we need to make sure we invest a little bit more in Ravenna. And yeah, I think as far as efficiency goes, that is the best place to invest in. Let's go move on to the next turn. We won't spend that 315 to get to the culture since we got the chaos event happening probably this turn actually. If not this one, then the next one. It does look like the Persians are losing that war. We did have the chaos event. But so far, just based on what I'm seeing there, it seems like the Persians are struggling. The natural expansion of Rome into foreign lands has upset a group of anti-colonials. They seek to stop your encroachment onto their lands. So if you accept this, and it's going to spawn 1 pike at each of the regions, we're just going to pay the 750. So that's how much we need, 750 to avoid these. And they did attack our bow hunter here, but bow hunter's fine, no problems. We'll go over here and then we'll attack the barbarian camp next turn. And these guys they have plenty of heroes actually. In fact, we don't even need this many heroes. We might send one of them with this one for new armies and stuff, although the heroes are now outdated. So that's something to keep in mind. As long as they have the high experience, then that's not the case. So we might want to retire them for the warfare experience. You can also use them to fight. I mean, there's not really much barbarians around, but if you can level them up. Is there any down here? There's that camp there. Maybe we should bring an army of heroes down there. And this one's already fully upgraded. But yeah, if you get them leveled up, then we get more warfare experience. And then we can use that warfare experience to create actual leaders. Since yeah, the heroes are now outdated, guys. So we did get the throne room, so that's excellent. That's government experience and diplomacy XP. Could go ahead and get the stone towers. It's not really a priority because you're getting the same exploration XP. But eventually you want it just so you can better defend the city. The Grand Theater is probably what we're going to want to go and get here. Yeah, going to get the extra art experience. It's useful because we can now form artists, or spawn artists, excuse me. So we'll actually do that here in a minute. So let's go and spend our culture power. We'll move all our units around. Take care of that first. And we're done with the Great Barrier Reef. So we need to come over here to the tropical rainforest. So we'll do that one, and then we got to come over here and do this one again, since we failed in that. Another barbarian encampment there. And then yeah, we'll just take a look, make sure there's nothing up here. I hate how this works. Every time you find a unit, it stops it. So is this the last one for Mount Everest? No. We're at the summit here. The climbers stand triumphant on the roof of the world. Now they just have to get back down safely. So we could get the 30 art experience or spend 30 engineering to increase the success chance. We'll go ahead and do that. We don't want this one to fail. So Ravenna has gotten the granary, but we're going to get the throne room next, despite the long 14 turns to get that. You know, production's low in a lot of our places, but we can easily increase that here. We got all these hills that we could construct in. Is that what we want to do? We know they have the high population here, so it'd be good to work on them. I think that's exactly what we're going to do, but we want to make sure we're able to use this. We don't have the tech yet. I don't know if it's it might not be worth constructing these at the moment. You know, getting the furnaces here when you just got to upgrade them. So what we might want to do is first just get a lot of copper and iron, and then we could use our improvements to get the furnaces later. Okay, just get the mines to step up the production, because yeah, that just takes too long. We already got it down to 12 turns at the moment. With our cultural power, we're going to do the local reforms in Rome again, since that's so useful. Alright, so it's going to move on to the next turn. We'll spend those improvement points on the next one. We'll have several buildings constructed as well. Alright, so I don't know where exactly that was. It's down here. Luckily, we don't have anything that the barbarians can attack. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and move this army down here to take care of that barbarian army. I don't even know if they'll be able to do it alone. Might need to let them heal up just a little bit first. Let him fully heal. But yeah, I want to get him more experience so that we can use them, you know, retire them. Alright, so Constantinople did get to the unrest level here, unfortunately. So it took so long to get the unit down here. So they're now protesting. So that's reducing the regional efficiency and also increasing the chaos. And so chaos is going up by 1 point. We can go and upgrade this unit. Just make sure that we get this taken care of and reduced as fast as possible. And then let's go and take out this barbarian camp here. Looks like we'll need another turn to get it done. And he can go ahead and start the tropical rainforest expedition. So on the fringes of a dense and hazardous jungle, the expedition considers its next move. Let's go ahead and do the wealth one, get 10% increase there. And then we'll go through the forest here, just kind of avoid these barbarian units. And let's see where we want to go this way. Probably, can't seem to get through there. Alright, so we have to go this way, it's the only way that makes any sense, so we'll have to go through here. And then this unit can go ahead and do the final stage of the Mount Everest expedition with an 80% chance of success. This is 100 engineering XP and 50 culture, and we were successful. All right, excellent, very nice. All right, so Naples finished their construction, so that increased their food. See, we got those stone towers available we could get because they don't have they haven't gotten anything here, so you actually will get the exploration XP. So that would be useful. It's the quickest thing we can build as well. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Go ahead and get that taken care of. We need more exploration XP. And then Gaul has finished up the Hall of Heroes, giving us knowledge and exploration. So we could do the stone towers here. And it is the quickest thing. But unrest is now going up. We have the warfare experience. We're going to need to do that. And we just kind of dip around in all of our locations and make sure we're not having any problems anywhere else. Yeah, we already upgraded them there. Rome's good as well. Okay, so it looks like these were just the 2 locations, the only 2 that we're having problems. So we won't have any more issues in Gaul. Let's go to those stone towers. Let's get the exploration XP. And I suppose we could invest here in Gaul. They do have a lack of food, and, well, they're not actually the worst. Constantinople's the worst because of the 90% efficiency. And we haven't really done much over here, given they only have the 2 population currently, so that's part of the reason for that. Getting them some increased production by doing the forester would be useful. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that'll allow them to get this stuff here constructed a little bit faster, increase their production. Yeah, no point on building anything else there because they only have the 2 population. So maybe work on food here in Gaul now. Yeah, we'll just go and step this up to the cloud farm. That'll make it a little bit better. And then probably get another mine over here in preparation for getting that 1 tech. I know that public works is what we're currently getting, but yeah, we want to put mines all throughout here. There's not really anything else to put on hills until much later in the game. You can put the wind turbines on there for the increased electricity. They get better electricity if they're on a hill. You can put them anywhere, but it's better to put them on a hill. There's a couple other things. I think by the coast maybe might be better for wind turbines too. I don't recall. But the actual types of terrain will improve certain types of the improvements. For instance, the solar energy is better in the desert. So deserts aren't completely useless. Somebody was like, why would we even want the desert? Desert certainly is not as good of a tile as other ones, but it's not completely useless. You can still build a lot of stuff on it, and there's some things that are unique to the desert. For instance, oil. The fact you'll find a lot of oil there, as I think I mentioned a couple times already. So we can get the next thing for the spice merchants. Not going to use this right now, but we're trying to get to this one here. And in fact, I never did get this. Yeah, we need to save up for this. It's only 48 now because we've reduced the cost. So we need to get that so we can get through these diplomacy ones faster, and also to pay for the cost of what this one cost us in the first place. It's taking us more turns to pay for that initial cost if we're not actually utilizing it. Yeah, I really think the Persians are losing this war. Oh, Mount Fuji is right there. I just missed that. Wait a minute, so let me just take a look where that is at. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Okay, so our explorer should go up there. Yeah, I didn't even see it. So go ahead and start the expedition here. So I'm sure some people were like yelling at the screen like, there's one right there, you just missed it. So the beauty and symmetry of the mountain's peak call to the nation's explorers. The expedition will have to be carefully planned. So yeah, we'll go ahead and spend the engineering XP to increase the chance here. And down with Mount Everest, so I guess this unit would be wrapping up around here. Something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and situate that town guard there. They did spawn another unit here. Let's go and take out the encampment. You know, that unit might have already been there, and that's why it could have taken us a little longer to get that. Yeah, we'll go to get the culture. So that'll take it down to just 1 turn now. And we could go to hay for it. We got a little while before we get the chaos event. So we could go ahead and hay for it. We'll just wait. We'll wait 1 turn. That's fine. So these guys are healed up. Let's go ahead and move down towards the barbarian encampment here. Get them a bit more experience, and then we'll see the next one for the jungle expedition. I think we read this one before when we were doing the other one. Maybe not, but we're going to spend the 30 exploration XP to get the 10% chance, and that gets us up to 70%. So do we want to go down this way? Yeah, let's keep moving up along the coast. Then we can kind of fill in the middle. Just want to see the shape of our continent here that we're on. And we're saving those points, the improvement points. We do have art experience we could be spending though. We also have exploration XP, so we could expand some towns if we wanted to. We've already made this a level 2, right? Yeah. This one is not a level 2. Might as well do it now, even if you don't actually need to do it just yet. Turn it into a farming town. And then with the art experience, we're going to spawn an artist next turn. We'll wait to do that, but we'll go ahead and do the immigration right now here. And, well, you know what? Yeah, let's do it in Gaul. Makes more sense to do it with the higher population. So we'll do it there. Not that they have anything to work just yet. So it's going to end our turn. And then, yeah, we'll get an artist in the next turn. So that we'll get 2 culture pops back to back. 2 culture powers that we'll make use of. And the Aztecs did cancel their borders with us, probably because we're doing all those expeditions. I assume they're not happy about that. So we might end up being enemies with them, and then we'd befriend the Persians in that case. So we're just going to take the risk on this one. So there's nowhere to go over here with the mountains, so might as well just go up towards Madrid now. And let's go and go to the next expedition event here at Mount Fuji. The volcanic mountain stirs to life beneath the feet of the climbers. Despite a few scary moments, the team presses on. Alright, so we gotta do this one. Okay, so we'll see how that works out for us. And then these guys are gonna come over here. I already gave them that order. I'm guessing some... Oh, that's right, we can't go through their territory. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So we have to go up here. And then we'll have to explore through Persian territory, I suppose. Well, I have to see if they end up attacking us. Yeah, they could end up starting a conflict with us here. Alright, so we're going to wait to attack this unit. Let's just let them attack us. I assume they will. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll go towards this other stuff. But either way, it's not a threat. Constantinople has finished the construction of the work camp. So that's going to get them a bit of production so they can construct a bit faster. Let's go after... Yeah, I think we should go for the crane, guys. We need these improvement points. So we have 2 cultural powers we're going to be able to use here. And we're going to use the first one to get the cutting edge so we can get another innovation event. This is just going out really slow at only 7. That'll take us quite a while to get the next one. So we'll do that, and then let's go ahead and spawn an artist. It doesn't matter where you spawn the artist if you're not going to use it. Oh, we did get the extra culture, by the way. So I had forgotten about that. We might want to wait to use the artist now. I'll tell you why in a minute. First of all, I want to show you guys their other use. You can deploy the artist to the capital, creates the artwork good, that gives you luxury. And so if you really need luxuries, then that's one use for them. And what's nice is this doesn't expend them. They just sit in the capital producing the artwork. And let's say you want to use them later for the culture movement, then you can go ahead and do that. Now, what this does is it applies all remaining culture. And so it gives you a culture power, essentially. And so what I like to do is only use it when I just did a culture power. So use them back to back. So that's where it's most useful. Ravenna doesn't need the luxury yet, and neither does Rome. So deploying the artist isn't really going to help us at all. So we'll just put the artist over here, just so I don't forget about it, and just have skipped a turn. And in 4 turns, we'll make use of the artist. We don't need to upgrade these guys yet. Unrest is still fine here in the capital. We do have improvement points that we can spend, but before I forget, I don't think we want to get the crane here because we're about to get the lifting tower. So it doesn't make any sense to get the crane because we're going to have to upgrade it. So, you know what? Let's not get that. Let's get the temple to get the culture and knowledge. So we're going to spend our improvement points here in Gaul. Improve it there, and then also get them another farm here. I think that'll help. Step up their food, make sure their population is working, and then I suppose we could also get the plantation here. So I think that's good for Gaul for now. We'll start investing improvement points in other locations, particularly Ravenna and Naples. Rome does have some spare population, by the way. They have 1. So if we wanted to get something for them, we could do that as well. So we're going to do one more turn here, guys. And then we'll have to end the episode. So we won't get that next technology done yet. So yeah, I'm just going to have him keep skipping his turn so I don't forget about him, because y'all know I will. And yeah, I guess we'll go and attack here. Get this guy wiped out. Need to send that explorer out there to actually do his job. And then these heroes are going to continue moving down there. And then, is this the last one? This is. Alright, so we'll see if we're successful this time. It's only a 50% chance. So we actually got the penalty. Damn, that sucks. So yeah, we had the penalty and it reduced it by 20%. So our 70% went to 50. Now there's a good chance this guy would die. It is what it is, man. He was successful. Of course he was. Alright, so that was helpful. Got us some knowledge. Doing pretty good on the exploration XP now as well. We can't spawn the utility ships because we don't have any docks yet. Austria's borders have increased here. So you see they're probably earning us quite a bit more now with the higher population than they were. And some stuff constructed. We're getting 21.31 on the wealth because we had that 300% prosperity. Speaking of prosperity, let me just take a look. We have only the one merchant since we're using the XP, diplomacy XP on other things. So we want to make sure that we're moving them along when they're done. 260% currently. So we'll move them over to Yokohama next. And we could do these two since it's going to be a while to integrate them. Or we could also attempt to improve that using the integrate vassal. So we can do that a little bit faster. A lot of options available. Depends on how we want to handle it. So next step for the Mount Fuji, we've met a monk. A holy monk is willing to bless the climbing team, provided they pay proper respects to the mountain. So 2 bad options here. Negative 10% to success chance, but you get the the rewards. And we're at 90%. So it might be worth doing. We don't really need the exploration XP as much now. Arts is always helpful. I think we're just going to move on, make sure we succeed this. We don't want to fail. We don't want to lose the explorers down here because they're so far from home. I mean, it wouldn't take that long to move from here up around this way, but because you got the roads in some of these areas now, but yeah, I'd prefer to not have to do it. So is there anything we can do here? Could always use the reduce unrest, by the way. You know, we had that problem here in Constantinople, but it's already taken down. It's no longer producing chaos, so not really an issue, so we don't have to use it for that. It is an option, though. It is available. Could spawn another artist as well. We'll just save it for now since we already have an artist just sitting here. Naples has finished the construction of those stone towers. Excellent. Let's go ahead and go after something that's quick. Getting them influence would be helpful. They're not competing as much with Rome for tiles, because I'm fine with them getting pretty much all of this here. Only thing I really want to make sure that Rome gets is the coal in these 2 locations. That'd be useful later on. But outside of that, yeah, I'm fine with them getting this. So we could help them expand their borders by getting the mausoleum, and more culture is also always useful. Do we want to rush anything? Yeah, we definitely could. Let me just take a look how much this would cost. B820 is far too expensive. We'll see if there's anything else that can be rushed though. Mausoleum's too expensive there. You can rush out the stone towers in Gaul. Or the temple, 347 in Constantinople. Sure, why not? We'll do that. We'll rush that out. And then go ahead and get the Hall of Heroes now. Yeah, I'd like to get the knowledge over just having the stone towers. So go ahead and start working on that. Make sure we're making use of our wealth. We do have some improvement points. So do we want to get more tobacco for the wealth and luxury, or more cotton? Yeah, I think we should do this one. And we could do both just so you're completely done here with improvements. As far as upgrades, I mean. Yeah, we'll go into that. So their population, they still have a lot that we need to get assigned. We need to give them some stuff. And we haven't really been working on finished goods that much here. This might be what we want to work on next. I was actually making use of some of these, turn them into finished goods. This guy has got to go all the way around. So yeah, I guess you want to go up along the road here. It's gonna be the quickest way. Kind of sucks they close their borders to us, though understandable. They don't want us pillaging their expeditions, basically. So I think the last thing we're gonna do in today's episode is go and get another explorer and have them start this expedition over here, because there's still this one too that this guy can do after he finishes up in the tropical rainforest there, which I guess he's done now. So now he's gonna move to Tall Mountain. But I want to make sure we get these done. And there's a mysterious jungle over here too. So yeah, I don't want to let the Persians or the Aztecs do them. So we're going to spend the points here for the jungle expedition again. And do we want to just go ahead and grab the 30 diplomacy? Or do you want to go ahead and make sure we're increasing the success chance? It's actually at 70% right now. It's starting at that. Is this the one we failed? Yeah, maybe it's a higher expedition chance now, since we already started it. I don't fail very often, so I guess I've never noticed that maybe it increases it when you fail. So I think in this case, yeah, let's just get the diplomacy. Because yeah, I really want to get to that 160, so we can construct those trading posts for cheaper. Man, I just keep on forgetting that we're supposed to be getting this here. So let me go ahead and set up a reminder, guys, because I do keep on forgetting about it. And so yeah, it makes sense to make use of that mechanic so that we don't forget about it next time. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.